Hey, this is NeoFlight, and this week I'm bringing you something new, something different. Instead of my regularly scheduled 5-minute Let's Play series, I'm bringing you a map update. I've always been a big fan of DanRobzProbz. I love his maps and his add-ons, and so this week I'm bringing you an update to one of his maps called Clayed Under. This was a great map. I enjoyed playing it, but 1.13, the update from Mojang, came out so soon that I didn't really get a chance to finish it. And soon after, 1.14 came out, and both of them broke the maps. So what I'm bringing you is Clayed Under version 2.0.1. This is just my update to the map to make it playable on 1.14. So the 01 just lets me know what version it is in case I do update it again in the future. I want to keep it going. If you had a chance to look at the files on this, Dan has put so much work into Clayed Under, it just would be a shame for it to be lost. So let's take a look at the settings. Everything in the settings pretty much stays the same, although I did add a 2.01 and a 2.01 to the different spots so that people could see that. Same thing with the behavior pack. You'll notice that it also says 2.01, and the resource pack, it repeats that as well. So that way people can make sure that they're all on the right version number. I have multiplayer turned to off, and down in the settings you still have to keep experimental gameplay setting turned to on, and I have my cheats turned to off. And we'll go ahead and launch the game, and you'll see that you spawn just like the picture here, as you would expect in Clayed Under. Yeah, so we spawn in the normal spawn place that Dan had set up originally, and there is a piece of paper in a picture frame on the wall. And if we look at our inventory under the craftable items, we're going to see those clay items pop up, things like compressed clay and the armor, the different replaced items that he replaced with clay items. My goal was to not change anything if possible, so I'll type in clay here, and you can see that all of those items like the claymore is still there, and they all function as they should, at least in my testing. And excuse me, so let's go ahead. I'll pull the note off the wall, and we can hear, yeah, we can hear, is that Clayton? I never quite understood. I think maybe that's supposed to be our voice talking in the background. Maybe it's our head voice telling us, hey, what are we doing here? And the books work just fine, and didn't really have to do any changes there. So I'll go ahead and put those in the chest here. Yeah, I love that. I love it. To hear Dan's voice in the background. Okay, I'm gonna mine up some of this clay because I want to show how crafting works as it should as well. So we can make some clay blocks, and with those clay blocks we can craft our crafting table. So the custom recipes work. Again, that has to be with experimental features, and then we can make the clay armor and everything from there. So now I'm going to show you a world that's a little bit more advanced, and you can see that the UI interfaces are still there that Dan had created. This world I've been playing for a little while. It's part of the reason why I wanted to update this map, because I wanted to continue this game. But in this world, you can see that I have, crops and everything, but I want to show you. So here's the claymore, and it still works as it should. All of the special machines like the loom is there, and over here we have the fisher, and it still works properly, and it's still catching fish for me and other items. Then there is one issue that I ran into, and it has to do with skins on blocks, like the textures on blocks. So it has to do with the clay potato. It's the only item that I could not get right, and I'll show you it now. I had to put a different texture on it. So it's a clay block with a clay potato on the outside, and I know it's horrible. It's not something that I do. I don't do textures and skins. I'm not an artist. So if you have a great skin design or a texture design for this clay block, go ahead and let me know about it, and maybe I can put it in the game. The problem is it has to be a full block. It can't be like Dan had originally created it. He created it using a feature or a line item that allowed the block to take its shape, a block shape, from another block, and he was using kelp, but that feature has been discontinued by Mojang, so there's no way around it that I'm aware of. If you know of something, go ahead and let me know in the comments and I'll pursue it, but I researched forever and I couldn't figure it out. Anyway, that's an episode today. I hope you enjoy this updated version of Clayed Under. I hope you love this map, and make sure you let Dan know that you love his maps. I wish him all the best. Anyway, thanks for watching, and bye now.